Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. Some real big news ahead of the newest update, Fire and Ice, that is sure to come out in like the next week or two, which by itself is ridiculously fast because War Thunder has really only been teasing it for a few days now, and we're pretty much already on the verge of its release. But that said, we have a new vehicle coming to the fray, and this is something that people have been asking for a year or 2 years, for a very long time. The M1A2 SEP TUSK is coming to War Thunder. That's right, we are getting a new top dog in the American Ground Forces tech tree. So this is pretty much an upgrade package on the M1A2. Pretty much what it is it's got ERA armor on the side of the vehicle, which should help tremendously versus Heat FS, which will be pretty nice against ATGMs. It'll help against lesser powered munitions like autocannons and things of that nature. And it also has improved thermal imaging. So finally, the M1 Abrams was one of the worst vehicles when it came to thermal imaging. It made it kind of really difficult to use. And if you guys want, I actually have a thermal imaging comparison video. I'll try to link that below where it shows Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and all the differences. But that said, this will have improved thermal imaging. So I believe it's Gen 2. It might be Gen 3, but again, if you see that video below, there's not really too much of a difference between Gen 2 and Gen 3. It's really a big difference between Gen 1 and Gen 2, and being that this will have at least Gen 2 will be a tremendous improvement. Now, this is going to be more of an armor upgrade, so it's not going to have any sort of additional ammunition or better ammunition as far as I know. It doesn't appear that there will be from everything that I've been reading, including on the dev blog and also other sources online. It does not appear that this would have access to any sort of advanced ammunition. So this will have the same ammunition as the M1A2, which is the M829A2, I believe it is. Maybe it's the A3, but anyway, it's got nearly 630 millimeters of armor pen, which is going to be totally fine. Now, the thing is, though, with all of these upgrades and all that, this will be a heavier vehicle, so expect it to be a little bit less maneuverable. But, you know, I think in this instance, it will probably be worth it, especially with all those pesky autocannons and ATGMs that will be fired at your vehicle. I feel like this will actually be a very worth it modification. Interestingly, apparently this also featured a better transmission, a more durable transmission. I don't really think that's going to impact the actual modeling of this vehicle in game, but it does have a better transmission, at least in real life. Now, it also has a remote gunner station on top. Of course, with the M1s, it's not like there was ever a gunner actually manning any of those stations on top, so they were essentially remote gunner stations anyways, but this does at least have that insofar as what it should be, and they are actually a little bit different. There are some gun shields here, which actually might protect them a little bit against some debris, shrapnel, MGs, and things of that nature. So in theory, these machine guns on top actually have a little bit better protection than they did before. Again, don't really know if that matters insofar as gameplay is concerned, but at least it looks pretty damn cool. But that said, we are getting a new M1 variant, so that is very, very cool. This is something I'm sure a lot of people are going to be very happy about. Despite the fact that we are going to be loading up the hog even more, this thing will weigh substantially more, and it already weighed close to like, what, 70-ish tons? So it's just going to be a very, very heavy vehicle. I don't really suspect it'll be too much heavier, but of course, every pound that you put on there, every ton that you put on there is going to negatively impact that mobility. And because this does not have an upgraded engine, it will definitely show. But that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Of course, we are getting a lot of news today. The official dev blog stream is coming today, so if you guys want to check that out, I would definitely check it out. It's going to be on Twitch, it's going to be on YouTube, and it's the official dev blog. I'm not going to be posting it, but if there is any gameplay for these vehicles, which I suspect there will, I will be posting that. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more news, but this is about the biggest news that we've gotten so far, insofar as any regular vehicles concerned, out of this newest update. But of course, we are also getting the Finnish Ground and Air Forces tech tree as part of the Swedish tech tree. So it's really, really cool. But thanks again, guys, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.